Everyone say, pins? Hey! You made it. Well, let's sprinkle a little pixie dust and get this stream rolling. From the land of crab cakes and purple pride, left Maryland behind for that castle ride. Now he's baking up joy in the Florida sun, with a sprinkle of faith and a whole lot of fun. He's the Disney baker, making hearts rise high, with a pin in his hand and a sparkle in his eye. From Main Street smiles to magical streams, he's stirring up Disney and chasing big dreams. A peace, love, and a pixie dust hug. If you're feeling low, come and get unplugged. Let the laughter rise and the worries fall down. We're trading some pins and turning things around. He's got Mickey on the mic and pins to share, and friends by his side with love in the air. You never know who's gonna drop by the stream, but we're rolling with magic. Team Dream Team. Y'all, this one glows in the dark, but I might need just one more churro. Hey, have you hugged a cast member today? On the hard days when the smile's a little late, he's lifting hearts up with a little bit of faith. Encouraging words and laughter that stays like a hug wrapped in cinnamon glaze. Oh, he's the Disney baker with a heart so wide. We're spreading joy coast to coast like a magic carpet ride. From Epcot nights to pinboard thrills, he's chasing dreams through castle-filled hills. Oh, peace, love, and a pixie dust hug. Till we meet in person, you're never unplugged. So wave goodbye with a smile and a wow, 'cause the baker's magic is here and now.
TTFN, ta-ta for now. Peace, love, and pixie dust hugs.
Pixie dust, well,
We'll have to do until we meet in person.
the fun starts in 3, 2, 1.
Well, ahoy, mateys! How's everybody doing? Welcome in, everyone. I am Chris. I am the Disney Baker. Welcome into Sunday Night Hangout. Well, we haven't seen each other for a week or two, so welcome back, everybody. We are glad you're here. I've been busy. Actually doing nothing because now I'm a retired cast member. So I retired on the 30th of September, and then on the 31st, I didn't know what to do. So then on the 1st, I didn't know what to do. But then I thought, let's go do something. So we just packed our bags and went on a cruise. So Vanessa and I went on a Disney cruise to celebrate my retirement. We went out on the Disney Wish for 4 amazing nights, 4 amazing days. It was a fantastic time. But before that, it's funny because I do some things spur of the moment. So this cruise was definitely spur of the moment. And then the night before the cruise, there was a pin show, a pin trading show that Richard organized, and Pin Pro Plus. So I went to that the night before. It was from 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock, the night before we were going to leave. But I had almost everything ready to be packed up and ready to go for the next morning. So everything worked out great. So just let's go in and say hi to everybody. Appreciate you all so much for being here. All my moderators, all my members. Thank you so much. It was just, it's just nice to be able to come back and Katie, my executive producer, and I were talking right before we went live, and we were touching base and pulling some pictures over to show you guys some of the things that we enjoyed, but I wanted to talk about some other things too, especially talking about pins. So we have the opportunity to do that. So new to streaming or looking to level up, check out StreamYard, and you'll see it in the chat, and get $10 discount. So if you're looking to get a StreamYard account, check that out. Hello, Jennifer Craig. Happy Sunday. Yes, happy Sunday. Katie Y, hello. Welcome in. Hello. Sierra, hello. Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Jason Thibodeau. Hello. One of my amazing moderators. Thank you for being here. And Miss Regina Erie. Thanks, Regina. Thanks for being in here. Thanks for the support. And I love it. Everybody says hi to everybody. So now I can just keep on scrolling. And here we go. Okay. So the night before we went on our cruise, we did some pin trading at a pin trading event here locally in Orlando, and we traded for some really cool pins. So we're going to go through those quite quickly. And actually, I think I went to the park Saturday. So I did go to the park Saturday. So Saturday I went to the park, Sunday I went to a pin show, and then Monday I went on a cruise ship. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate that. So we traded from some of the B series. These are some of the Wave B, or they call them Wave B. There was a whole gaggle of cast members. Yo ho, Kelly in the parks. Yo ho. Kelly is definitely one of our friends, and you can see her information in the comments on this live stream. So check her out and check out her link. She goes live from the parks in California. So this is Wave B. We traded for some of those. I traded for this one at the parks that day. And what other one did I trade for at the parks? I didn't. So at the pin trading event, I traded up for these two Pinocchio pins. This is a limited edition 1500. I love that pin. So we traded up for that one. With this one, it was a combined trade with Figaro and the fish. And I can't remember the fish's name. Gosh, why can't I remember the fish's name? But somebody's going to tell me the fish's name in a second. And at the pin trading event, I traded this one, Scoop Sanderson. That is Scoop Sanderson, who we all know if you were with our interview a couple weeks ago, Holland Hayes. So I traded this actually with Holland. I traded this with Holland, and that was a great trade with him. And then I traded this Food and Wine from 2014, a Food and Wine Festival pin. And the cool thing about this pin is it spins. I thought that was really cool. So it's a spinner pin. So I really like that one. And then I traded for a 25th anniversary Goofy. And then I traded for Genie, 25 years. Hello, Amy. Welcome in. Our Ohana Journey. Welcome in. And I traded this for this dangle. I was there October 1st, 2011 for the 40th anniversary. I traded for, I collect castle pins too. So I traded for that one. I really like that one. And this is actually limited edition 1500. And then I traded this one with Richard from the Figment guy, Richard. I traded a pin straight up for this, a film strip pin, one of my WDI pins. And I love that, Cooking with Mickey. And that just went along with me being retired. I love that. And then I have a whole series of cast member pins. These are limited edition 50th anniversary cast member exclusive pins. This is adding to my collection. Now I have all but 2. And there are actually, I believe, 12. So I have all but 2 left to collect. And then I traded for this one. This is another 50th anniversary pass holder pin. I traded for that. And I think I didn't trade for Mickey. I bought Mickey. I didn't trade for Mickey. And then I also was one of my last purchases and or trades was this one. I was unable to get this Dining with Disney series when it came out, but I made magic at the Contemporary, and we made all the desserts for Chef Mickey's. So this was definitely one I had to have. So what the young lady wanted for that and what I paid for it were two different numbers, which was great. She was very nice, letting me know that she just wanted to give me some of that as a gift for my retirement and making magic at the Contemporary. So I love that. So let me go back, see if we missed anybody. Kelly in the Parks is here. Our Ohana Journey is here, is Josh and Amy. And Ellie's here. Hello, Chris. Hello, Chris. And all in chat. Not sure how long I'll be in chat. Just past midnight here. Definitely here to say hello. You are always welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And Dave Stragley come in. Mouseketeers can't say. Can't stay. Just drop in and say hi. I love that how people just drop in and say hello. That's fantastic. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. And the one amazing pin that I did purchase, and this is a limited edition 300 from Pink a la Mode, is the Fantasia pin. This is a limited edition 300, and I could not pass that up. A la Mode was a pin selling company that was at this pin trading event. So that's how big these pin trading events are. A lot of big companies now are coming to these events in Orlando and Kissimmee. Okay. One thing I will tell you is on September 21st, mark your calendar. If you are local here to the Orlando or Kissimmee area, there will be the largest pin trading event at the Silver Spur Arena, hosted by a bunch of different pin traders that have now made their own companies, like Richard from the Figment guy, along with Pin Pro Plus. So that's going to be very exciting on the 21st. I will also be there selling my pin frames. I'm currently at the number 25, completed and finished. Would you like to see one that I just finished? I can show you. And I also have 5 cigar box pin cases. And let me go grab one of each of those. I didn't have those at the ready, but let me go grab one. Hello, Rob UK. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let me go grab one of each of those, and I'll be right back. I want to show you. All right, I am back. I just need to find a stable, safe place to set these really quick so I can show them. All right, let's start with this one. Let's start with the cigar boxes. So this is one of my cigar boxes. It's just a regular cigar box made in Honduras. The cigar is called Toro. And then when you open it up, it is a pin box. The bottom is recessed. Hello, Theo Sam Eagle, welcome in. Hello, Molly's mom. The bottom is recessed. The front is flush. So you can put pins on the bottom. You can put pins on the top. Even if they are pin on pin, when you close it, they won't touch because the bottom is recessed by 1/2 inch. right there. And that is black velvet. So it's a nice way to display your pins. If you want to give that as a gift to somebody for their desk, just like that. And it stays open. I got rated by Pete. There's Thad. What's going on, Thad? Thad, again, is also one of our friends. You can see Thad's information in the comments on this show. Please check that out. He is also a streamer from the parks as well as Sierra. So welcome in, Thad. Good to see you. Yeah, so this is one of them. Hey, Fred O'Malley, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Everybody saying hi. Park Bros, what's going on? Welcome in. Go Minnie, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much. So that, if you like that, there's another one I want to show you. Let me set this one here. So this is called a Tabac Especial. I don't know. It's a big box, a big cigar box. And it's very cool. And then this one, when you open this one up, this has a chain on the side, which holds it open. And it has a flush, so your pins can sit right here. I have another one of these that's just like this, but what I'm going to do with the other one is like the other one I just showed you. I'm going to make it recessed, and then I'm going to put a pin board at the top. There'll be a pin board recessed here, so when you go to close it, your pins won't touch, but they will be able to be shown. So these are, hello, Paul Engel, welcome in. Hello, Jonathan Chong, welcome in. Ooh, a tall box. Yes, a tall box. Yep. So these are going to, this is a pin box. And the nice thing about the chain holds it open. And then when you close it, it's done. That's it. So that'll be another one that I will be selling. This one I just made last night and finished it today. This has a black finish to it with a brushed silver. So you can kind of see the brushed silver in it. And it is flush. So your pins go on flush. And this is what the back looks like. This measurement for pin purposes, this measurement is 8 by, let me see. This is 8 by 10. So this is 8 by 10 here to put your pins on. And then the silver black finish that I made for that one. And then another one. This one is a little bit more on like the dressy upside. And this one is 10 by 12. This is one of my, it's a 10 by 12 pin board. Also is flush. And this is what the back looks like. I finished them all to where they look like if they were just brand new off of the production line. But I make these myself. So if you're in need of a pin board, please go into the comment section of this stream or reach out to me on IG. Let me know how many pins you're looking to put on a board. I can show you, I can send you some pictures of some pin frames that I have. Right now, all the pin frames I'm making for the show on the 21st here in Kissimmee. But after that, let me know how many pins you have. I can start sending you some pictures of some frames and I can make them accordingly. So I hope you all like that. So appreciate it. And now let's talk about pin trading on the cruise. Thank you, Molly's mom. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's see. Ooh, I want that one. Theo has one of my pin boards. Yes, he does. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So on the cruise, they have a theater. It's called the Walt Disney Theater on the Wish. And you can get a popcorn bucket. And there's the Treasure. And they have the Wish. And they have all the ships, the Magic, the Fantasy. And they're all on here. So this is your refillable popcorn bucket. And we decorated, let's stick with pins. I purchased 2 pins on the ship. I purchased the Wish. The captain of the Wish is Minnie, and that's why she is everywhere on the ship. The Wish is her ship. So I purchased that pin for my pin board. And Castaway Key, the Bahamas, we went to Castaway Key, and I purchased that pin, and that's just Mickey chilling. So a memento. And then we had a pin trading day there on ship, and we traded for a lot of pins. I traded for Snow White. She's a little damaged there. Got a little chip in her wrap, I guess you would call it. But I traded for that anyway. I traded for this October 1st, 2021, 50th anniversary. And this was the pin you could only buy in the opening day, October 1st, 2021. And someone traded that. So I traded a lot of my good pins for good pins. We traded for, I don't know if I traded this one here or there. It's a Tinkerbell. Flying over some lily pads. And then I traded for a Disney Parks. I like dated. This is a 2016. And this is a spinner. And this has on it, it's got Minnie and it's got Mickey as Sorcerer Mickey. Has Minnie. She's playing, looks like stand-up bass. Donald's playing a tuba. And Goofy is playing a drum. So that was that trade. I thought that was pretty cool. I traded for that. And then someone wanted to trade me for a pin. And I traded for this pirate pin, which is a pin-on pin that I had never seen before. So I'll go on my pirate lanyard. You have that I bet you do have that Castaway Key pin. And then I traded for this pin, and if I'm not mistaken, this is a Visa rewards pin from 2025 this year. You have to be a Disney Awards rewards member to get that pin, but somebody traded it. So I was happy to take it. And someone traded two, hold on, let me not drop this one. Two Muppet pins. Two of these big Muppet pins. I like these. So I traded for both of those. Waka waka. And I traded for a D23 Space Mountain Mickey. I thought that was cool. It's a D23 pin. I traded for a Walt Disney Castle partner statue pin. Mystic Parks, what's happening, Eric? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And Eric is also a friend of the channel. After my production here tonight, this will automatically throw you over to Eric. It will be at Epcot, so you want to check him out. Right after this production, this one will throw you right into Eric's, and check him out. He does a great job with his channel. Mystic Parks. And then I collected a bunch of ducks. I had ducks early on and traded them out. But I collected, that was the only mystery bag on ship that they were selling were the ducks. And there's Tink. I have two Tinkerbells. Sorry about that. I love that one. And a Stitch. So those are those pins. So then let's shift gears to pins they were selling on ship. They had a nice small selection, only sold in one store on ship. And then, like I said, the mystery bags were only the ducks. They didn't have any mystery cruise line pins, which I wish they would have. But they did have the cruise line starter pack. So I did get that. And it's got Captain Mickey, Captain Minnie, Captain Pluto, and Stitch. Or First Mate Pluto and First Mate Stitch. So I thought that was cool. So I picked that up. And I also picked up for a friend of mine a pair of cruise line ears. I picked her up these because I thought these were really, Vanessa thought these were really pretty. The baker's wife thought these were pretty. Your stream is over. I thought you were going to Epcot, Eric. It ended again, and I'm done for. Okay, gotcha. All right, so after this stream, go over then. If Eric's not going to be here, I don't know if I can go in still and switch it, but go over to Pete McDevitt's stream and raid Pete after this stream is over. He'll be doing football, the Ravens game. Let's see. What else did I pick up? That's pretty much it. All right, so let's go to pictures. Let's see some pictures. I just want to jump back, see how everybody's. Movie Baby and Nick, welcome in. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. You have that rewards pen. Yes, I love Timon too. Sorry, Eric, but I'm glad you're here, bud. Okay, so let's go into some pictures. Let me go into my media. Let's start at the beginning because that's the wonderful place to start. So we got on ship, and this was Miss Baker and me, and of course Minnie Mouse, or the Disney Wish. And this was our stateroom door. We were on Deck 11, which was phenomenal because Deck 11 was the deck where we came out of our room. We took literally 15 steps, 12 to 15 steps got us to the elevator. Another 10 steps got us to the food. And it was food for the rest of however long the ship went. It was amazing. So this is what our door looked like when we walked up. And this is what it looked like when I got done decorating it. And these are some magnets that Vanessa purchased for us. And then the face in the middle is, of course, me. And those were a gift to us from our friends at our Ohana Journey for our first cruise. And had the Disney Baker up there, and the Evils, and of course the Baltimore Ravens, and all of our pirate stuff. And I did, if you look on the edge of the door, there are these little magnetic hooks. I had LED lights that strung all around the door. So that was pretty amazing. Every day you come back into your room, you have, let's go to this one first. This was our the first one we came in. They turn down your bed. They make an animal out of one of your towels or your bedspread, and you'll see one of those later, and they leave you chocolates. We weren't sure if this was, we're pretty sure this is an elephant. So that was one night. And then this was a crab the next night. And then this was a heart the next night. And then the last night, that was the last night. The second to last night was a pirate. So here's our pirate. He had a coin for an eye, and they left chocolate coins instead of the regular chocolates. And then on ship, they left this one, which I thought was beautiful, a swan. And this is another angle of the swan. And then they had the kissing swans, these were just so cool. And the cast members make them, and they're all around deck. Oh, there's the pins. And here's another set of ears. This is a little more shiny. These were gold, but Vanessa thought the other ones were nicer. We went to Arendelle for dinner. Was one of our places we went for dinner. And this was one of the busts. That's Elsa. And they had her tapestry. And then Anna. And they had her tapestry. And then this is a hallway leading to Arendelle, to where we went to eat dinner one night. The candles, this isn't video, but the candles, everywhere you see a candle, they flickered. They looked like candles. And this hallway was super long. As you can see, it's got red wallpaper on the sides. And to the left is Joan of Arc. Joan, what's up, Joan? Goes with the song. And then this was, again, the picture in the green area with the green wallpaper. And then this was one of the portals. Okay, well, then she wins. She wins the gold button, Regina, no doubt. I asked her opinion, and she said she'd like this better. So this is one of the portals. And these three little pads down at the bottom, are pads. That's what they are. These portals are so big you can sit 2 people on this portal. And the little kids like laying in them. But these portals were decorated going down Arendelle hallway to dinner, and they were all snowflake. They were all snowflaked, and they looked really pretty. Here's another picture of the hallway, but now you're in red. And there she is, the baker's wife. Hello, Vanessa. This is the family. These portraits were so pretty. I tried to pull these frames off the wall to make pin frames out of them, and I couldn't. They were just bolted on. I love that picture. But this is the one I love the most. Olaf. He likes warm hugs. And this was the knight who greeted us as we were coming down, before we came down the hallway. Congratulations, Queen Anna and Christoph. We were celebrating that night their engagement. This is a picture of the top of the elevators. The elevators here were so elegant. I cannot read comments. Sorry. I can look to the right. Everybody's saying hello to Vanessa. Yes, hello, Vanessa. That was nice of you, Regina. So the inside of every elevator, I only did one. The wallpaper on the elevators, this one was so cute. And then I started zooming in on it. It had the pumpkins. It has Gus Gus and Jacques. There they are. And the vines and the birds and the glass slipper. I just thought those were, and each elevator, I think they had 2 or 3 different decorations. But I didn't do all of them. This was one of the carpets going into or coming from, I believe, the main area. Amy, you probably would know that. Thanks to everybody for coming in here. 34 strong. Fantastic. Thanks so much for being here. Do us a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share us out with your friends. And then we had dinner. Mickey and Minnie's Pirates in the Caribbean. It was pirate night. And of course, you have to have a pirate to go to dinner with. And my wife found one. We called this Pirate Light. We didn't go heavy Captain Jack this one. We just went Pirate Light. And then there I am on the deck with the dance party, which was fantastic. We went to the Pirates Rockin' Parlay Party, and that was just fantastic. We had a nice breeze that night. And this is the screen, the movie screen on the main deck outside, which played movies all day and a movie at night. I clipped this little picture of my buddy, Jiminy Cricket, with his award. And they had pictures all over the ship that were just absolutely beautiful. I snapped a couple pictures. Of course, Captain Minnie and Mickey, first mate Mickey. And then there she is trying on her glass slipper with the little mice at the bottom. And there is Anastasia and Drizella and Lady Tremaine. These were tapestries. These were really pretty tapestries. They weren't for sale, though. I wish they would have been. I like those. These are mosaics. These are beautiful mosaics. I love this one of everybody dancing around Geppetto and Pinocchio. I love that mosaic. And this one again, Figaro. And I know somebody, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe. Chloe. Beautiful mosaics. I got up early the last night before we left and took some pictures because there was nobody on deck as we were coming into port. I got this one. This is on the side of the ship. It just looked really pretty at night, so I took a picture of it. Talking about food, once we got out of our room and we got food, this was my Marceline is the really nice. Marceline is this the restaurant that you could go and it's just any amount of food you want. They had so much food. But my second best place to eat, actually my first, it was better. I like this better. Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods. And the reason that is because they had Mickey Smokestack Barbecue. And that was my favorite place to eat because they had barbecue shredded brisket, St. Louis pork ribs, smoked chicken, barbecue smoked pulled pork, smoked kielbasa sausage, macaroni and cheese, sweet potato fries, and jalapeno cornbread. I will tell you, I think I ate there every day. Around the corner was Goofy's Grill, and I ate there one day because at Goofy's Grill, they had 100% Angus hamburgers and cheeseburgers, and these were half pounders. They were huge. They had an Impossible Burger. If you like a veggie burger, they had a veggie burger, plant-based sausage, grilled bratwurst, and crisp chicken tenders. And there's another picture of Goofy's Grill, and you can see this. The gates are down because they were closed. This is Sweet Minnie's ice cream. Boy, did I eat some ice cream. I sure did. The funny thing about the ice cream is they'll put it in a cone or they'll put it in an 8-ounce cup. Well, one day I got it in the morning. I think I was just strolling by. I just went got some. I like swirl, so chocolate and vanilla. And I said, can I have a chocolate and vanilla in a cup, please? And they said, sure. So they put it in a cup. And I'm just going to click off of this to show you. They only put this much in an 8-ounce cup, this much. So the next time I went to get the amazing ice cream, hello, Pete McDevitt Show. Thanks for sending anybody over, Pete. I appreciate you. And we're going to raid you back, Pete, when we're done. We're going to raid you right back. And again, if you don't know who Pete is, check Pete out in my comments. His link is there. Check him out. Pete does an amazing job with Disney content and also with sports content. Fantastic. Thank you very much, KDY. I appreciate that. That's why she's the executive director. She's awesome. So the next day I went and got ice cream. Vanessa was with me, and I asked for a cup of swirl. And I said, can you fill it up to the top? And I got to go back to this. He filled it up to the top, and then he filled it literally, this is the top of the cup, that much higher, and he swirled it. And it was so much ice cream. But I think he was just being very nice. Then we have Daisy's Pizza, another thing. You could go to Daisy's Pizza at literally 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and get a whole pizza and take it to your room or sit at a table nearby. A pepperoni pizza, they had sausage, they had everything you wanted. We had sliced tomatoes, if you like sliced tomatoes on your pizza. I don't believe they had anchovies, though, which is good because I don't eat anchovies. This was one of the pictures that I thought was really, really pretty. I'm guessing that is Ariel in the water. I just thought that was a beautiful picture of that castle. And more pictures around Apua and Hey Hey. And then there's Sebastian the Crab. And then there is, brain fart. I know his name. Scully. Scully, there you go. I knew I remember it. And he's holding, I have seen one of these. I haven't seen one of these in years. So that was pretty cool. And these pictures I got from my friend Eric because he loves Sword in the Stone. And this was taken inside of, they have two restaurants. One is called Walt Disney, Walter Elias Disney, and Roy O. Disney. And they're aside from each other, and they're called 1923 restaurant. This is some of the artwork that's in them. And my friend Eric loves this, so I got him some pictures. And if he's not here, that's okay. I have more pictures for him. So one evening when we were heading back to our room, we ran into the director of all of food and beverage for the whole ship. He was the director, and he was standing there talking to another young lady that was in a dress. And then as we engaged in conversation with them, she was actually on vacation. She also works food service for the cruise lines and knew this director of the cruise line food and service. So we got to talking to him and telling him how amazingly it's amazing how clean the ship is literally all the time during the day, every day. And he asked us what room number we had, and we told him our room number. And Vanessa and I had shared with him. We had seen, right when her and I were coming down steps from one of the shows we had saw, and they have 3 amazing Broadway shows on the ships. And she can probably tell you in chat if she's there which ones they were. I know the one is Aladdin, but the other 2 I don't remember the names. Or Amy could probably put them in the chat too. We were expressing him, how clean the ship was. Her and I were coming down the steps, and she said that to me, and I agreed with her before we met them. And then at the bottom of the step, there were like 3 or 4 French fries. So I kicked them off to the corner. So when we saw him and we were telling him that, I told him, I kicked them off the course so nobody would slip and fall. And then the next night at dinner, the head maitre d' came to our table and said that the director of food and beverage would like to gift us with a bottle of wine with dinner, and which I thought was so amazingly kind. But I don't drink. I've been sober now for 13 years, 12 years, I think. So we opted. I said, is there an option to get something else? And he said, oh, most definitely. So he brought us a bottle of Cloudum. And Cloudum, it was actually, this was him presenting it. And there he is. And he is amazing. And Cloudum is a non-alcoholic champagne, which was fantastic. But it looks like gold. For what you see here, really doesn't do it justice. It looks like a cloud of gold going into your glass. And he poured that for us, and it was amazing. Our director of entertainment, we got to see her one day, not on stage, but she was a director of entertainment. But we got to see her with Daisy on Pirate Night right outside of our room. And there she is on the left. Her name was Carla. And this is Daisy. So Vanessa snapped that picture for me. So by the way, okay. So, okay. All right. She had to get that in. All right. So they have a teen center, but certain times of the day, it's open to full families for all the families to go. And they have ping pong and they have air hockey, which we both like playing both. We love air hockey as our go-to against each other. She'll do foosball just to appease me, but when it's air hockey, it's on. And she beat me 2 out of 3 games back to back. We didn't have to play a third. And same with ping pong. She beat me. She's very good at ping pong. So yes, kudos to my wife for beating me both times. Yes, you are the winner of air hockey and ping pong this time on a cruise. So we'll have to see about next time. So you get, oh, cool. You got the blue. Yes, it's very good. It was fantastic. So what's next? What's next? I will tell you, I put this one up top too. I traded for this Mickey too. I don't know if I showed that. Top hat Mickey. What's next? There's so much to do now. We can focus on the channel. We can focus doing lives. We can focus our whatnot streams. Holy smokes. I focus on Give Kids the World because I start this week, Monday. I believe it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be at Give Kids the World. We're starting to decorate and put up our Christmas lights at Give Kids the World. They asked me if I would be the ambassador volunteer for the light direction for putting up Christmas lights, and I accepted that to do that with them. And I'm working with Teddy at Give Kids the World, and we start Monday. We start tomorrow morning at 9:00. And our first group of volunteers will be in at 10 o'clock, and we go from 10 to 1. So if you're in the area and you're vacationing and you want to volunteer and donate some of your time to Give Kids the World, I would suggest that you do that. It's a great thing. So we'll be doing that the whole month of September, the whole month of October. We should be finished the 3rd week of October. There will be a big company that comes in and they have all these booms and everything, and they're going to be hanging every single villa at Give Kids the World Village this year will have icicle lights on it. So that's going to be beautiful. They've never done every single villa, but every single villa will have. Um, you'll see it. You'll see it, Debbie. That's right. Magical. Thank you for dropping that link, Debbie. I appreciate that. Yes, a magical night of hope. If you don't know what that is, please check it out. They're going to have an online auction as well as a live auction. So if you're interested in bidding on some of those items, check that out. It is a great way to help people less fortunate. So I'll just put it that way. I enjoy being there. I enjoy, taking the talents that's been given to me to God and be able to help direct people into putting up Christmas lights that want to help and volunteer their time. So I enjoy doing that. I appreciate that, Dave. And Dave, got some, let me see. Oh, this got sent back to me, Dave. Send me a message in IG so I can get your correct mailing address, because apparently I have it wrong and they sent it back. So this is your map. Your Mickey's Not So Scary. So if you could do that, and I'll take that blessing. Thank you very much. Just doing that, getting ready for, trying to schedule when we're going to do this 24-hour bake, because we will definitely want to do it before Thanksgiving. So that's in the mix. I'm working with my theater group here where we live, and we have 2 productions that we're going to be doing for the holidays. So I'll be designing lighting for that. And hopefully getting, some time to go live stream in the parks. And I'm going to keep doing this on Sunday nights. I like this. And it's just something that I love doing. And if you don't know anything about, anything when I do, go back and watch some of my old streams, some of my baking streams, check some of that stuff out. And just support all of us out here, on YouTube that's doing Disney content. There's a bunch of us. I'd appreciate that. So, wow, I think I went through everything so fast. I don't think I've talked that fast in a long time. Okay, let's talk about, let me get something to drink here. I have a Whatnot channel, and I also sell items on Mercari now. If you're interested in pins, I will be doing a pin show this week. Haven't decided what day it's going to be, but check out my Instagram. If you don't know me on Instagram, go check me out on Instagram, please. Now Instagram says I can't go live unless I have 1,000 followers. So I can't go live on Instagram until I get 1,000 followers. I love going live on Instagram every once in a while. But what we're going to be doing on Whatnot is we're going to be streaming pin shows on Whatnot. I have a pin show coming up on Whatnot, and these are Wave A mystery packs, Castle mystery packs. And I have a whole show that's going to be dedicated to these mystery packs. Yes, a whole show. Yep. Same. Can't go live on Instagram. Jonathan says the same thing. Yeah. Do me a favor. If you don't follow me on Instagram, do me a favor. I'd appreciate if you could follow me. So we're going to do a whole sale of these foil packs. Okay. And we also have Star Wars pins we're going to be doing. I'm going through all my pin collection. And I'm going to be putting some of my pin collection out there for sale on Whatnot. And it's a pretty extensive pin collection, a bunch of WDIs, Walt Disney Imagineering. If you don't know anything about that, you can Google that, Walt Disney Imagineering, pins, and a bunch of things that I've collected over the past 4 years, being a cast member, and things I collected before that. So we're just going to lighten the load that I have here, and hopefully can make someone smile on the other end, because whenever I bought something, I always bought it that makes me smile. Theo says he can't wait. Excellent. Theo likes my Whatnots too. Yep. which is great. Thank you, Theo. Appreciate that. And we're going to be baking. We're going to be doing, we're going to start out doing one baking stream a month. Hopefully we'll get into 2, and then maybe we'll get into 3, depending on the season. And I'm going to teach you guys how to bake. We're going to do a live stream of me making a pin board, and that's going to be after the 21st. So we're going to do, I'm just going to sit down at my craft table, which is my dining room table. It's turned into a craft table. And I already recorded, I believe it was almost 3 hours. I need to edit it. I made a pin board. And for the members, the members will see 100% of that video. So if you're a member of the channel, you'll be able to see 100% of that video when it comes out. It'll be members only. And then for the other, yes, baking streams, yes. And then for everyone, if you can still see it, but there's going to be a part in there that's just for the members. And then the other one, it won't have that section in it, and then everybody will be able to see that as a premiere also. So we'll have a premiere for members, and then we'll have a premiere for YouTube. So that will be me. And then what I'll be doing is streaming probably once a week, making a pin board. So I'll be teaching people how to make pin boards. And I think that's real important, because any collection you have, something like that, something that we have little pins like this, and I traded for this one in the park. A little pin like that, it's a hidden Mickey. You know, when you get, look how many's on the wall. When you get that many pins, you need a place to put them. You know, you need to organize them. This one here, this one right there, that's just all, which one? Yeah, that's all red, white, and blue. The one farther, oh, thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Hey, what's going on, Walt? Happy Sunday. I was in your stream this morning, said hello. And this one here is all Goofies. I appreciate you, Jason. Jason gifted five memberships to the channel. Thank you so much. So what I will be doing is collecting, again, more frames, and then making those frames into pin frames. And, you know, you never know. We could be doing a live pin frame show, and we'll pull a pin frame up, and maybe we'll give one away one night. I think that would be great. So, and actually, Debbie, you have one. Debbie, don't you have one of my pin frames? I think you do. But I know Pete does. So I know Debbie does. I think Debbie does. And I know Theo does. So, yes, she does. Yes, she does. And she loves Tinkerbell, by the way. So that's going to be a lot. And then doing family stuff. My sister lives here now. My other sister is going to be moving in with my sister that's here. So she'll be moving from Florida sometime soon here. So we're looking forward to that. It is football season. So we'll get to watch football on Sunday nights, which tells me, looking up here, I got 6 minutes. So the Ravens are going to be on in 6 minutes. That's my team. And it's Captain Mickey on my shirt. And if you haven't been here for a while, this is my new tapestry behind me. Today is going to be amazing. In my father-in-law and mother-in-law's house that we moved into before they moved here, this I hung in the studio when I was there, and it inspired me every day before I went to work that today is going to be an amazing day. And try to think about that as you go forward. You know, you control yourself. If you want to be happy, you can be happy. And then sometimes your feelings get a hold of you. And I know, you know, some days are struggles for everybody, but just if you say today is going to be an amazing day, and you put your best foot forward and try to do your best and go forward with that smile, and just, you'll get through it. And if you're not struggling with anything, just be a positive nature to somebody else and just say, you know, today can be an amazing day. Let's do it together. So I look forward to doing that with all of you, all my members, all my subscribers, all my friends that are here in Ninja and not in Ninja, and all my moderators. I appreciate everybody so much. And what we're going to do is we're going to go a couple minutes early, because I actually have some family coming over. My sister's coming over to watch Ravens game with me. I don't know if my son's coming though. If he pops in, that'll be a nice surprise. But thank you to everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I hope I didn't talk too much, and bore you all about with the cruise. I didn't show any food, Amy. I showed no food because I just didn't take any pictures of food, and it was an amazing. So I have a new beginning, a new journey in front of me, being retired and being able to do some other things. And I'd love it if you came along and we can just experience this journey together. Thank you so much. Thank you, all my moderators. Ross and Found, what's going on, Ross and Found? Good to see you, Ross. TTFN, yep. I appreciate that, Theo. Thank you so much. And everybody, just if you haven't talked to a friend in a long time, I reached out to one of mine the other day and literally grew up with him. We were knee-high to a grasshopper together, and he lived on the same street. And I reached out to him and him and his wife, and his boys are grown now, but it just felt good interacting with him again, even though we just texted. So I'll jump on the phone with him this week and reach out and see how he's doing. And that way I can hear his voice. But do that too. Reach out to somebody, call them on the phone, text them maybe first if you know they're busy. Say, hey, you got a few minutes, you want to chat? Talk on the phone, because nothing beats hearing someone's voice. Text doesn't do that. So reach out to that person and say hello, hey, how have you been? And be supportive. That's the way we should be. So I am Chris, the Disney Baker. Thank you, all my moderators. Thank you, all my members. Thank you, all my subscribers and everybody in chat. And I always say when I close my show, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. And pixie dust hugs will have to do until we meet in person. I am Chris, the Disney Baker. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.